U, R, U, R prime. Again, it's R prime, U, R, U, R, U, R prime. So set that up. So here you have. Are people there? Give me some signal. Drowning? Alright. I can give you the setup moves again. More slowly. Okay. The setup moves are R prime, U, R, U, R, U, R prime. Now, here, you can think of this also as putting the obvious FR pair into the FR slot, and then solving the VR pair. Or you can think of it as just looking at the VR pair from the very beginning, meaning only the corner right now at D, F, R, and the corresponding edge in currently B, U. So the solution for this pair is going to be, well, you can tell what it is. You just invert what you had before. So this is an example where you can use the edge orientation to tell that you need to do a rotation, or you don't need to do a rotation, or you need to do something clever, those things. So what I mean is that from this angle, you can see that the edge at UB has the color of the back center. Now that tells you that the color of the BU sticker, which you can't see, is going to be, well, it's going to be the right center color. And when the side sticker of an edge is either the right center or the left center, it's a fact that you can solve the F2L using just R and U, or U and L. So this is, if you're familiar with these sorts of things, edge orientation, or one useful definition of what an edge orientation is. So because I know that the edge orientation of this UB edge is good, I know that I can solve this using just R and U. And so when I pop in that first pair using R, U prime, R prime, I know what to expect. I'm not going to be expecting any sort of rotation followed by a R and U or L and U. I'm going to be just doing a 2-gen R, U directly. Alright, maybe I can give you a better example. So I'll write down another set of moves again. This time it's L prime, U, L, U prime, R prime, U2, R. And don't even look at that FL. No. Don't even look at that BR pairs that's already there. Just focus on the corner and the edge that are separated that you need to put into the FR slot. Are people there? No? Okay, cool. Go. So again here I'm going to use, so this is, if you just see this example, the corner and the edge that are split that you're trying to put into the FL slot, it might be very hard for you to predict, especially just on the spot, what the F2L case might be. Well, you certainly could, but maybe not on the fly, and it helps to have a system. Again, using edge orientation, you see that the BL, again, you see that the RB sticker, the sticker that's on the side, is opposite color from the right center. And this tells you that it's good orientation. So you should be able to solve this pair using only R, U, and L. So, whereas if you didn't know about this thing, you might first think, oh, let's do a cube rotation and then do something. Oh, I guess from here I can do it too without cube rotation. But you don't need to do a cube rotation at all. From here you can already tell that if you just pop that edge out using say R, U2, R, R prime, U2, R, or even just R prime, U prime, R, then you'll be in a position where you can solve that resulting F2L case on top using just L and U. There are lots more examples like this, and I don't want to go through them. But you can go to my website, or just rather search for, my website is cubefreak.net, CUBEFREAK.COM prime. COM. Oh, no, sorry. Cubefreak.net, not .com. Cubefreak, one word, .net. And, when you search on Google, just type that address name and search for something like look ahead tips, and a page full of examples like that where you take into consideration edge orientation and how that gives you information about the solution for the next pair will be there. So maybe I'll wrap up by giving just giving some algorithms that you don't know about. So this is not really related to what I just talked about. So since I'll just give you the algorithms. Okay. The first algorithm that you should know is F R U R prime U prime F prime U R U prime R prime. What's up? U R U prime R prime. That's not the setup move, that's the actual algorithm. See, now you're gonna invert that. Hopefully you wrote them down. If you want the setup, then it's the setup is R U R prime U prime F U R U prime R prime F prime. So you see this is not a very happy case for some people. Here's another algorithm for the exact same case. From the same alpha actually. Lowercase r, r prime, u, r, u prime, lowercase r prime, u prime, R, U, R prime. So if you just recognize that case, you will see that the edge, the side sticker of the edge piece is now matching the front center, or the front center or the back center. Yeah, the front center. So by this rule about edge orientation before, that you're not going to be able to, it follows that you're not going to be able to solve this case using just R and U. So one way of handling this that many people used to do is the most basic solution. So you just add a whole cube turn somewhere, cube rotation somewhere. So both of these are algorithms that avoid cube rotation by instead doing something clever, but throwing in a F or F prime, which are still okay, or using some double terms to achieve the same effect, basically. There are a couple things to consider about using these sorts of alternative algorithms. There's a huge list on my website, and you can probably spend a lot of time going through them and finding what's interesting. But many of them will be only useful for the last pair, for example, or if you know something special about it, like if it preserves edge orientation of the last layer edges. And that's because you really want to be able to look ahead. That's more important than, I think, being able to just do it without rotation. Well, I think both is the best. So I would say, for example, of the two given algorithms here I just gave you, I think both of them are much faster than the original one that uses the cube rotation. I do think the cube rotation algorithm is appropriate, depending on what other pairs there are left. If it's actually, it actually makes sense to do a cube rotation so that you can start on another one that you know has good edge orientation. But if you're just talking about that one pair, the first one is nice because it doesn't involve this lowercase r, which hides a bunch of pieces from your view. The first one you can do and still keep track of all the corners and edges on top. So I would recommend that. And maybe if you think the second one is faster, well, you can use that for the fourth pair because that one keeps all the edge orientation correct. So it's tricks like these and knowing not just what's fast, but what's appropriate in which cases is going to be very important for actually getting fast, not just blindly applying these things. Okay, I'll stop talking. You can do more research on my website, and I don't know if anyone wants to chime in or have questions or comments or is drowning or let me know. Anything? All right, I'm done. Go home.